Hey YouTube, right night. This is gonna go ahead. I'm just making this so I can put it up as the top video on my channel. There's very few rules on this channel, but I want to go ahead and lay them out right here so no one's confused, so I can just point them to this video and go, here's the rules, you're breaking them, knock it off, or you'll be blocked. Rule number one, don't just come in, post an insult, and bring nothing to the conversation. Don't do that. You get one warning at that point, because I understand that sometimes people, lose their head. If it happens again, you're gone. I'll block you from posting on my channel. This rule is for everyone. Doesn't matter if I like you or not. Doesn't matter if I agree with you or not. Doesn't matter if you've subscribed recently, if you're not subscribed, if you've been here since pretty much the beginning. Doesn't matter. Rule number two. If you are going to go ahead and post something, at least have some basis for it. Like I have one person who posted on one of my recent videos that, a little bit more on the conspiracy theory side, but also I can see where he's coming from. That's fine. But if your reason for posting something is because this flying spaghetti monster told you to post it, that's not a valid reason. Just throwing that out there. If you're constantly putting out false information, knowingly putting out false information, then I'm gonna stop you from posting on my channel. There's enough confusion in the world. If you're sitting there and trying to denounce a statistic that I use or a study that I use, go ahead and show where it has been debunked with the methodology, whatever. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, you're not citing your sources and that sort of thing," because the reason why I'm not citing my sources is because it's very difficult to go ahead and find the original studies, and I'm not going to link to, Wikipedia or anything like that. That's not a reliable source for me. It really isn't. So that's the reason why it's just sheer laziness. But the thing is also you can go ahead and go to other MGTOW and anti-social justice channels to go ahead and get the links for this. Sargon of Akkad, sometimes Bering will have links in his channel. Turd Flinging Monkey is very, very good about that typically. At least he used to be. I don't know. I haven't really watched too many of his recent videos. I need to start watching them again. But the major YouTubers, the ones who are making money doing this, who are doing this as a career, not as a hobby. So, but if you have something where, no, that was completely fucking debunked, by all means, please share it. Like I said, you might be able to change my opinion on something. I actually have an open mind. So, the next thing, do not bring hate to my channel. I mean like, unfettered. I don't mind red pill rage by all means. But the thing is don't sit there and, make a comment that, all women are this or all men are that. Don't do that. Don't paint with the broad brush. Because there's always going to be the outliers and so on and so forth. And to be perfectly honest, I don't like to really paint with a broad brush unless it comes to something like feminism or social justice, but that's because they themselves paint with a broad brush. And not to mention, let's just be honest, they're kind of easy targets. So, let's just be honest here. Don't paint with a broad brush when it comes to men, women, or any race or anything like that. Each group has its positives and negatives. Don't only assess the positives of one group and only assess the negatives of another group, or you're no better than a feminist or a social justice warrior. Period. I'm not going to allow that shit on my fucking channel. Will I block you? Not necessarily, but you will be getting a reply from me, and I will rip into you. The next rule. I don't show favoritism on my channel. Like I said, doesn't matter how long you've been subscribed. Doesn't matter if you are or not subscribed. Doesn't matter if I agree with every other opinion you have. If you say something that is completely contrary to reality, I'm going to call you on it, and I'm not going to be nice about it. This is my channel. So if I block someone from my channel, you now know the reasons why. It's going to be very rare that I block people. So far, I've only had to block one person that wasn't just an obvious bot, you know? I block bots. And if you're putting a link there and it doesn't instantly show up, it doesn't mean that you were blocked. It just means I haven't given the okay for that link to go through, because I'm actually looking at the link and assessing it, seeing if it has any sort of validity, making sure, you know, you don't have say it's a link to a study, but it's a link to a porn site or a gambling site or something like that. If you've gone through and posted quality links and quality posts, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, that doesn't have to do with quality. It has to do with quality of the argument. If you go ahead and you do that for a while, I'll just go ahead and whitelist you, so that way you can go ahead and post links to external websites whenever the fuck you want. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, there's several people that I've already done that for. And I'm hoping to eventually get everyone to that point. But it's one of those trust has to be earned things. So, like I've said in my previous videos, keep it civil, keep it honest, and you're not going to have any problems on this channel. I don't think that's asking too much. Alright, sorry for the shitty quality, and sorry for the fucking cunt jump on this, but I don't want to record the whole video over again. One more rule. If you are making either vague or direct threats against me or anyone else on the channel, or against the channel itself, saying that that if I don't do something, something bad's gonna happen, well, that's a rule. I know it shouldn't have to be said at that point. It's pretty much common sense. But don't even jokingly say that sort of thing. Because the thing is, with the current climate, the way that it is, and the way that YouTube is, I'm going to take those threats seriously. And I'm going to ban you. So, be smart. Don't do it. Fair enough? Alright.